There we go. Welcome, everybody. We are live here in Grayson, Kentucky. Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching the Mountain's #1 source for sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. Michael Shawn, real quick, let's go over the people making today's broadcast happen. As we want to thank Michelle Wilhoit at State Farm in Grayson, Kentucky. Fired up with Smoking Jay's Barbecue. I also want to thank Trace Hermanos Nunez, Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, Food Fair, Three Rivers Medical Center, Malone Funeral Home, United Motorsport. Cannot do it without them fine folks. We appreciate each and everything they do for us here, allowing us to bring KCU to your home, to the comfort of your own home. So as we sit here, we are 2 minutes away from tip. We'll take a quick commercial, then we'll be right back. KCU versus Indiana East, live right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
And we are back here in Grayson, Kentucky, as we got KCU. As you see the officials there, the tonight's officials, as you see them, these guys do a tremendous job. As it's going to be interesting. Yeah, they're sitting there letting each other know, Michael Shawn, that they got cameras on both sides, so they'll be able to go back, do their film work, and make sure they do it right.
Yeah, they always do a good job while we're here, D. And both these teams coming in, you got your records there, sir.
Well, as you look, both teams coming in, both of them are on the east side of the River State Conference. Let's take a look at the River State Conference lineup real quick.
From Columbus, Ohio, and Cincinnati.
Coming into this game, you got Shawnee State leading the East at 8-0. Rio Grande coming in at 5-3. Midway at 5-3. West Virginia Tech at 3-5. KCU at 3-5, and IU East coming in at 2-6. Now, one of them wins was against KCU earlier this year. Now, when you look on the other side, IU Kokomo is 9-0 with a 19-2 record, leading the conference. So a lot of consequences come whether KCU can win this game or lose this game. There's a lot on the line tonight, so you want to make sure you tune in for this one. As we're going to do pregame prayer and national anthem coming up.
Competition, embracing 5 core values of respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. So we ask that each of us abide by these values and to create a positive, competitive
Now, as we get ready to get started with the starting lineups, as a lot of technical issues in the house tonight, we do apologize for that.
Indiana East Red Wolves from
a little bit on
Richmond,
our side, a
Indiana,
little bit on the
coached by
gymnasium
Mark
side.
Hester
So
and Bishop Smith.
this weather
With a record of
must
10
have caused a lot of
wins and
things to
10
be off
losses.
whack tonight, Michael Shawn. But either way, we got River State
Starting at
Conference
guard,
basketball action coming at you.
6'2" junior from Fort
Starting
Wayne,
at guard.
Indiana. Number 2, Ashton Johnson.
Number 2.
Starting at guard, a 6'3" freshman from
That's
Middletown,
Ashton Johnson
Ohio.
from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Number 4.
Starting at
Jeremiah
guard, number 4,
Landers.
Jeremiah Landers.
Starting at guard is a 6'2" freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Starting at guard, number
Mickey
7,
Johnson.
Mickey Johnson.
Starting at forward is
Starting at
6'7"
forward,
junior
6'7"
from
junior
Anderson, Indiana.
out of Anderson, Indiana. Number 9, Kobe Watson.
And at guard, a 5'10" senior from
And
Cartersville,
at guard,
Indiana.
5'10"
Number 10,
senior wearing
Toby
number 10,
Phillips.
Toby Billups. They are head coached by Mark Hester, assistant coach Bishop Smith. They come in with a 10-10 overall record, 2-6 in conference play.
Christian University Knights.
Now let's go to our hometown KCU Knights starting lineup.
Todd Maynard, Travis Weaver, and Riley Potter.
Starting lineups brought to you courtesy
Point guard.
of
A junior from Lakewell,
Smokin' J Barbecue.
Florida.
Starting at point guard, number 0, Jalen Lloyd.
Sophomore,
Starting at guard, number 2,
number 1,
Lamar Northington the second. Starting at forward,
guard,
wearing number 1,
junior from Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
out of Northern Kentucky, Scott High School, Zerk
Lamar
Sarakanis. The big fellow down low from Michigan, wearing number 10,
Michigan,
D'Lo
number 10,
D'Angelo Stockstill. And rounding out the starting lineup will be wearing number 35, Markel Hood.
Kansas.
They are head coached by
Number
Charlie
35.
Pack and assistant coach Todd Maynard. KCU comes in with a 6-12 overall record, 3-5 in conference play.
Darryl, last time these two teams played a month ago, it was 103-95. KCU lost by single digits.
So there you go. I know there's a lot at stake here. Right now you're getting down to conference seeding for the postseason, and KCU needs this win tonight. As you got Stockstill jumping off with Watson, and it's going to be IU East controlling the tip. Now here comes Toby Billups. Billups swings over to Watson. Billups. Now they get it back over. That's number 7, Mickey Johnson. Also, Billups, he's off the mark. Now, IU East comes in starting 4 freshmen tonight. Nice pass down low. And putback no good by Stockstill. Northern gets the rebound and the putback. And KCU gets the 2-0 lead on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
Best pat no stats that time, Darryl.
Yeah, Landers gets it over to That was number 7, Mickey Johnson with the 3.
Yeah, he leads the team with 15 points a game, Darryl.
Do not see. It's Caleb Moore, number 5 for in IU East. How you pronounce that, my
Caleb Moore.
Moore? Moore.
Yeah, Moore.
And D'Lo Stockstill with the rebound, put back, good. Now Billups coming back. Here comes Billups.
Stockstill, 4-2.
Billups swings it over. Shot up. Offside of the backboard. Watson way off on that one. And coming back the other way. Stockstill turn around, fade away, no good. Stockstill gets his own rebound, goes in with the left-handed layup and finish. D'Lo gives KCU the 6-3 lead.
Yeah, I like Stockstill.
IU East, last time they shot the lights out from downtown, that's what KCU's got to do, run them off three-point line. Watson. They'll swing it back to Billups. Billups lets it fly and in and out. Nice box out by Sarah Canis. Now here comes Northerton. Northerton, he's going to drive left, cross court, wide open. Was Lloyd. Lloyd gets it down to Stockstill. Stockstill hanging and banging, turns. And they're going to call the foul on Watson.
He likes the contact, Darryl.
He does. He's very physical. And they're going to say it was on the floor, so will not be shooting free throws.
Watson on the foul. His first
Northerton gets it over to Lloyd. Lloyd. Nice little hesitation, drive kick. Northerton pulls up, sinks it. Nice jumper by Northerton.
Yeah, great mid-range shot.
And Hood with the steal. Hood kicks it into Lloyd. Here comes Lloyd and the Knights on the push. Lloyd gets it over to Northerton. Northerton cross court. Hood for 3. Off the mark. Now, I'm sure Markel Hood comes in with a lot of pressure on his shoulders as he is 2 points shy of joining a 1,000-point club. So at the collegiate level, 1,000 points, that's a big feat. Nice turnaround jumper by Landers, and they cut it to 3. Lloyd walks the ball up the floor. He's picked up by Billups. High screen by Stockstill. Lloyd, drive, kick. Sarah Canis back to Lloyd. And right back, Sarah Canis probably should have went up with that. Stockstill misses the easy one, but Sarah Canis had a wide open shot, just elected not to take it. Now they'll drive over to Billups. Billups back around to Johnson. Over to Billups to the corner. Watson hands it back to Billups.
Good
nice
ball
drive,
movement.
and Watson leaves it short. Northerton grabs the rebound. Here comes the Knights on the break. Northerton, nice drive kick. They'll kick it back. Stockstill turns. And up there, may have been a walk in there somewhere, but either way, they get the bucket.
It's too fast for him to see it, Darryl.
Yeah. Yeah, Stockstill, big fan of D-Lo, man.
Me
Coach
too.
Charlie Pack put a lot of work in with him this summer, allowing him to become the player he is today. You know, every day that we come up here, every day of the week we come up here, Charlie Pack was in the gym with Stockstill, and it just shows the dedication them two has, and that's the reason D-Lo's become the player he has is all that extra work he put in this summer.
Yeah, it shows too, Darryl. Yeah. You can see.
And also the
substitution.
We got do not know where he's at. Where it's at, I think maybe
Henry,
over here.
And number 13.
But D-Lo has
coming in for the Red Wolves.
His young daughter is in the house tonight watching him. So he recently had a daughter, and I know it meant a lot. Talked to him before the game. I know he was excited to have her in the house tonight watching him play.
Yeah, D'Angelo's class act guy, Darryl.
Yeah. Shot up, no good. That was Mickey Johnson off again. Northerton up the floor, nice. That's the way you rim run, but I think the IU East defender got a piece of that. Coming back the other way, stops, pops, and drops. Owen Cannon.
Cole Henry.
No, I got Owen Cannon. They said Hendrick.
Number
Henry.
0.
They said Cole Henry, but I can't tell if that's 0 or 8. That's
8. Cole Henry.
Yeah. Stockstill with another bucket. So Stockstill give him 8 early here.
For the bucket.
He came to play, Darryl.
He did. Johnson. Drive, kick. Henry. Sinks it. Cole Henry back-to-back 3-pointers, and just like that, we got a 1-point ball game.
Phillips for the 3.
And you never want to make a cross-court pass. You know, that's something you learn, you know, in Little League. You know, you do not make that pass. And it got picked off. But KCU made up for it on the other end. Nice job, Stockstill. Good job. Rim running there by the big fella. And he gives KCU the 14-11 lead
Stockstill
on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
Boyd on the assist.
That's 10 quick ones for him, Darryl.
Swings over to the corner. Shot up. And nothing but nylon. Jeremiah Landers ties it up here, 14-all.
Landers on the triple.
First half is brought to you courtesy of Tres Hermanos Nunez Mexican Restaurant here in Grayson. Hit them up for all your Mexican cuisine needs.
We do.
Yep, after every game, that's where we celebrate with the players the previous game. So make sure you come celebrate with us tonight after the game. Tres Hermanos Nunez.
Sarah Casanis with a nice steal there.
They'll kick it over to Lloyd. Lloyd nearly had it stripped away. Kicks it to D'Lo Stockstill with another bucket, and Stockstill has torched the nets tonight as he's got 12 points here in the first few minutes. They'll swing it back over Mickey Johnson. Drive. The shot no good. They're going to get it to Stockstill. Stockstill up to Lloyd. Lloyd goes to the other side and way to attack, putting the pressure on the official to make the call, and Lloyd will go to the line to shoot a couple, but after the timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with more here live from KCU.
The world we are living in is changing. But one thing Eastern Kentucky can count on is quality, affordable homes from Hilton Sales. Beautiful, spacious, and many different floor plans to choose from, Hilton Sales has a financing option for anyone.
So come by and see us at Hilton Sales.
We're family owned for over 40 years.
And we're back here in Grayson, Kentucky, as we got Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching KCU versus IU East live right here in Grayson. As hopefully, yeah, we are back here now. Had a little glitch in the system there, so yeah, we'll try to get that straightened up at the break. For all you folks tuning in. We appreciate you guys tuning in. As we mentioned, KCU lost the game earlier this year to IU East when they traveled out to Indiana. So, you know, they're looking to get a redemption here on their home floor.
Lloyd at the line.
As a lot of implications, playoff implications on this game now. You know, KCU needs this win badly to secure a spot in the postseason. Yeah, they still got a lot of season left to play, a lot of conference action, but, you know, I mean, this is a big one for them.
They come out with poise tonight, though. They're ready to play.
They played really well. Coming out, Cole Henry, nice box out. Henry gets the rebound, kicks it up the floor. They'll swing it back around. And over to Johnson. Johnson, he's going to drive baseline, turns around, back out. Moore, he kicks it to the big fella, number 6 in the game now for Indiana East. And I don't have I do. Deshaun shows. Billups. Oh, nice alley-oop lob to Billups, and Shows gets the shot and put back. Show, I don't know exactly how tall, but he looks like he's about 6'10".
Scores for the bucket.
Right now he looks like he's got about an inch on stock still. So nice
he's
ball
6'10",
fake.
Darryl.
Zarek Hennis
Number 1
with a nice jumper.
Finishes for 2.
Now the big fella Shows, they just lobbing it up to him. Johnson off the mark on that one, way short on that one. Coming back the other way, you got Lloyd. Fakes the handoff, gets Sarah Canis out top, and shot up. Saya hits the three-pointer and gives KCU the 22-16 lead.
Biggest lead of the game, right, Darryl?
Yep. Biggest lead of the game for either team. As Billups, he's going to drive, looks for help. Shows has it out top. Shows swings over to Johnson. Johnson left his other one way short. I think that may have caused him to hesitate on that.
And we got a whistle.
Possession there, and either way, they're going to get a foul, and that's going to go against Lloyd.
Lloyd is first.
Markel Hood and Lamar Northerton the second will be entering the game for the Knights, giving Stockstill and Sarah Canis a break.
Yeah, getting back to your point about Hood reaching the 1,000-point mark, I'd almost guarantee he does it tonight.
Yeah. Hood's a kid. We've seen him score 30-plus on multiple occasions here, so would not surprise me.
No, he had 47 one night.
Nice shot there by Cole Henry. A good hang time on that one. Markel Hood gets downhill, drives, kicks out to Lloyd, back around the horn to Saya. Saya off the glass, no good. Henry grabs the rebound. Here comes Billups. Billups kicks it up the floor to Moore. Over to Henry. Henry fires another three. No good on that one. Rugg with the rebound. Rugg kicks it up to Northerton. Northerton. Drive kick. Markel Hood still searching for his first basket, and he gets it. Markel Hood joining the 1,000-point club. What an accomplishment for that young man. Man, it's been a joy to watch Markel play this year.
It's been awesome, Darryl. He's a great player.
We're going to stop the game for a moment.
As he's a great player. He's three-level scorer, super athletic.
Markel Hood has reached
You need a basket, just call his number, and he's got you, right?
Absolutely.
1,000 in his career here at KCU. So let's have another big hand for number 35,
Markel Hood joins the prestigious 1,000-point club here at Kentucky Christian University. Congratulations, young man.
Yes, sir. Congrats.
And here comes Billups. Billups swings it over to the corner. Shot up by Mickey Johnson off the mark. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson gets it down to Henry. Henry goes up strong. And I tell you, Cole Henry,
is good.
I don't understand why he's not in that starting lineup. Looks like to me he's been one of their best pieces here tonight. Saya off the mark. Now here comes Henry down the floor, picked up by Lloyd. Back over to Henry. Henry lets it fly. Booyah! Cole Henry with another three-pointer, and he cuts this to a one-point ball game.
3 threes for him so far, Darryl.
For the bucket.
Now Northerton. Now, guys, we do want to mention in case you just tuning in, Lloyd, nice cut by Lloyd, wide open layup. In case you're just tuning in, the KCU playing without their fabulous freshman Parker Watts, who broke his ankle. So Watts, all intents and purposes, probably out for the season. But the kid was having such a spectacular year, Michael Shawn, as he earned a spot in the starting lineup and got to start a few games, and then the tragic ending to his freshman season. They said he was trying to make a defensive play in practice and just ended up coming down on it the wrong way.
I talked to him before the game, Darryl. That's what he told me. Said he broke the foot in 3 places, too.
But
hate to hear that.
I can guarantee you every coach that's ever watched him will say that, if he ever broke it, that's the way they'd want him to break it, trying to play defense.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job, everybody. Northerton going to have a chance at an old-fashioned 3 guys pizza and brew 3-point play opportunity. And that will take us to a timeout. They'll take a timeout. We will, too. We'll be right back here in Grayson, Kentucky.
If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
And we are back here at Kentucky Christian University here in Grayson, Kentucky. Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call as I'll try to find the sponsors here. They was laying on the table there. Here they are. As we want to take a second, thank Michelle Wilhoit at State Farm in Grayson, Kentucky. Smokin' J Barbecue, fired up. Located in Boyd County. Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, Tres Hermanos Nunez. Food Fair, 3 Rivers Medical Center, your emergency room experts in Louisa. Malone Funeral Home, and United Motorsports. United Motorsports will help you with your next trip to the Hatfield and McCoy Trails. Call them today for all your side-by-side and four-wheeler needs. Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching KCU Hoops on D&D Sports Network. Shows with the box out. Shows he'll get it out. As right now you see Mickey Johnson gets it back over to Shows. And they'll swing it back out. Number 3 in the game now for IU East. That's Kyle Tobert. Tobert trying to work on Saya down low, use that big size advantage. And Tobert with a turnaround fadeaway. Nothing Sarah Canis or Saya could do with that. You know, Tobert got about 100 pounds of muscle on either one of them.
Yeah, good defense, but better offense that time, Darryl.
Absolutely. Northerton gets over to Saya. Saya, he's going to drive in, gets it back out to Hood, Markel Hood. Still trying to get Markel Hood going. KCU is here tonight. The drive out. Saya for 3. Saya rims off. Sarah Canis put back no good. Tobert, he'll get it over to Johnson. Here comes Mickey Johnson and the Red Wolves. Shot up. No good. And you can tell IU East, they like to let that 3-ball fly, my Shawn. That's looks like their primary go-to weapon. And that's a would have been a goaltend and a bucket either way, but Markel Hood going to have a chance at an old-fashioned 3 guys pizza and brew 3-point play opportunity here.
Yeah, that's what he does best, Darryl. I think gets to the hole.
He
attacks the rim really well. He's a strong finisher with contact. Really no weaknesses in Markel Hood's game.
No.
Second one up, and no good. Shows with the rebound, and look at Northerton digging in on that. Not able to come away with it. Here comes the Red Wolves on the break. Shows swings it back around. And right now, the Red Wolves, they're going deep in their bench. It looks like, I think they've already played 10 guys so far. Nice job. Mickey Johnson with the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, Darryl, he said he was starting for a freshman, but he was going to get the older guys out there as soon as he could. I don't know what it was, but
they've cut this to 3, but it's a very good-looking team. Dolores Parsley says she misses Parker. Teresa Spradlin, watching from Mingo County, said they shared it out for us. We appreciate that. Whitey Little says, hate to hear this about Watts. Said, hope he heals quickly. So
Got a whistle.
we all hate to hear the news. Parker Watts, said Whitey Little said, "Glad you got my buddy Michael Shawn with you tonight."
Whitey, you talk too soon every time, Whitey.
They'll swing it back around. This place already starting to fill up here. Baseball season has started in NAIA, so the baseball players, a lot of the baseball players in the house tonight, and it's always a better atmosphere when the baseball team's here. Nice job. What a take by Northerton, but just blew the layup. Coming back the other way, it's a 3-point lead for KCU. IU East draws the foul.
Yeah, late whistle, I thought.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it on Sarah Canis. No, it looks like they're going to call it on Lloyd.
Foul was on number 0, Lloyd.
Yeah, I didn't think Sarah Casanis was the one that fouled him.
Johnson.
6:40 to go here in the first half. Want to remind everybody this first half is brought to you courtesy of Trace Hermanos Nunez.
Number 20, Ruggles.
Now, Rug has come back in the game here. For KCU, the Knights will have Northerton, Hood, Sarah Casanis, Stockstill. Nice job there by Billups. Markel Hood comes from the other end of the floor, sent that one packing, but nobody come to help him, and they gave up the second chance layup, but Markel Hood says, put that in your pipe and smoke it, big fella.
That's one of the best backtracks I've seen all year, Darryl. He flew down the floor.
Yes, he did. Nice job trying to feed it Stockstill. And that's what you like to see right now, Stockstill, Markel Hood, when he's playing defense like that, this KCU team, it feeds off. These other players really feed off his energy.
Yeah, he's leading the point and scoring as well this season with 21.3. I mean, the kid does it all.
Yeah, he dropped 47 one game. I think he's hit over 40 a couple times, been over 30 several times. I mean, just a gifted scorer.
And he's not selfish, is he? He took himself out of the game with like 3 minutes to go with that 47.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see that by young men. I love that.
You got Northerton gets it in the Stockstill over to Hood. Hood fadeaway up and good. Nothing you can do with that. Markel Hood, his fadeaway is about as good as anybody's. Here comes Billups. Billups swings it over. Mickey Johnson, nice drive and finish, and Johnson's going to draw the foul.
Nice take, young guy.
So Red Wolves here, they take the lead with the bucket, has a chance to extend it with a Mickey Johnson free throw here. What a game you're getting to watch here. The weather has really threw everybody behind. And, we're getting to play this game, and you guys are getting a treat here as college basketball and Thursday night hoops. Nice job. What a move by Stockstill, showing off the works on that one. A deep bag of tricks for D-Lo Stockstill.
Take it in, big fella.
Billups rises above, no good. Northerton gets the rebound. Knights on the break. Nice move by Northerton. So Northerton getting fancy with the rock on that move. Coming back the other way, you're going to have the Red Wolves. They'll swing it back around. Billups working on Rug. Nice take there. Billups stuck, nowhere to go. Butt up, and he gets the fadeaway finish. We're knotted up 38 all here on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard.
Yeah, 4:42 to go in the first half.
Yep, Northerton gets it in the Stockstill. Deep corner. Back around. Hood working on Henry. They'll kick it back. Stockstill straight away 3. And Stockstill with his daughter in attendance putting on a clinic tonight here in Grayson, Kentucky. Gives Stockstill 17 first half points.
What a game he's having, D.
Billups gets it over to Landers. Landers drives, kicks. Henry off the mark, way off on that one. They'll kick it up to Northerton. Northerton on the break.
And we got a whistle.
And they're going to say a foul. Northerton and go to the line to shoot a couple. Guys, we're going to ask everybody, hit that like and share button, get these numbers up.
And we have a timeout.
And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll stay here during this one, and we'll thank our sponsors.
Number 10.
If you're looking for insurance, don't look no further than State Farm here in Grayson, Kentucky. Call Michelle Wilhoit today. Michelle Wilhoit at State Farm, proud supporter of the KCU Knights. Fired up with Smoking Jay's Barbecue, located in Cannonsburg, right here in Boyd County. Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy. Hit them up for all your pharmaceutical needs, located also here in Grayson. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best Mexican cuisine in Grayson, Kentucky. Hit them up today. That's where we celebrate our game day victories here with KCU, so make sure you come join us, talk some hoops after the game. That's Tres Hermanos Nunez. Food Fair. Food Fair right now located straight across from the campus of KCU here. Food Fair allows these student athletes to save money while shopping for their nutrients. As you know, when you sit here, it takes a lot to fuel these athletes, and Food Fair makes sure that they're able to make it on a low budget at Food Fair. Three Rivers Medical Center, located in Louisa, Kentucky. Malone Funeral Home. They will make sure that you do not have to break the bank in your time of grieving. Call Malone Funeral Home whenever you lose a loved one. United Motorsports, located all throughout Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, getting back to Food Fair, Darryl, we know where it's at exactly, don't we?
Oh, yeah. The thing about Food Fair, you know, Michael Shawn, we're able to stay at a little nicer hotels now because we save money on our food when when we come down here. You know, so, you know, we don't have to stay at Jim Tom's, Motel 8. You know, we get to stay at the Hilton, you know,
yes, sir.
Thanks to Food Fair and all the money we save. Lamar Northerton sinks the first, as Northerton has 9 points in the first half here, and KCU has the 42-38 lead.
Darryl, KCU's defense the last 3-4 times we've been here is getting better every game right now.
Yeah, Northerton misses the second. Yeah, their defense, you know, them in general as a team, you know, they've got better and better since Christmas break. Something clicked during Christmas break with this team, and, you know, they're a completely different team than we've seen the first half of the season.
Yeah, they are.
Landers goes up with it, no good. Northerton chases down the rebound. Here comes the Knights. They'll kick it up. Stockstill. Stockstill swings it back over to Saya. And they're going to say offensive foul.
Got a whistle.
He dropped his whistle. I think that coach called that one for him over there.
Yeah, I don't think he's sure on the call there, and I think right now Charlie Pack's just saying, listen, I don't mind it, but you better make it up to me next trip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to put you on blast, but just make it up next trip down. Here comes Billups. Billups, they'll swing it over. Mickey Johnson hand it over to Landers, back over to Billups. Billups, he's going to drive, kick. Johnson back out to Landers. Drive, kick out to Henry. Henry, he's off the mark. Cole Henry's come off, gave him big production off the bench, but he misfires on that one. Here comes KCU on the push. Northerton stepping behind Stockstill. Northerton looking for help. Lobs it down to Stockstill. There's three guys around Stockstill on that one. Tried forcing it to him. It didn't pay off. And Landers runs the floor and gets the easy deuce as
Landers on the run.
Red Wolves have cut it to a 2-point ball game here.
Yeah, close game all the way.
Stockstill, nice job by Henry.
Jump ball.
Called jump ball. Nice job there by Henry, just waiting for Stockstill to bring the ball down, and when he did, he jumped in there and tied it up, giving the Red Wolves the possession. And 2:37 to go on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. KCU leads 42-40 here in the first half.
And a great one.
It's been a really good one. Mickey Johnson gets it to Henry. Henry, he's going to drive. Tough shot. And they're going to call a foul on Saya. I do think that Saya got him. I just think it was a little late called.
Yeah, they was going the other way almost.
Foul was on number 3, Saya. His first.
Coach Pack's got him over there talking to him now. He'll line him out.
Yeah, Coach Charlie Pack, doing a tremendous job with this group.
Shooting 2.
When Parker Watts went out, they really hit their stride when Parker Watts, they started implementing him. He was become the secured sixth man of this roster, and then he ended up moving his way in the starting lineup. And then that allowed, when Watts was out there, him and Markel Hood allowed them with 2 key offensive weapons. And without Parker Watts, you worry about sometimes whether they'll be able to score, with teams that really put up some shots. There's Saya. Saya probably should have let that fly. He's going down. Cole Henry. And, that right there didn't see much on that end, but, that's where that makeup call comes into play.
Yeah, when you get back to your point with Parker, when last time out, him and Hood both had over 20, and you could tell they was rolling with them playing.
When both of them are playing, offensively, this KCU team, they can score with anybody. The thing that we seen early in the season when Watts wasn't getting a lot of minutes, KCU had trouble scoring with teams, and that's what I worry about with Parker Watts out. Will they be able to score with the better teams in the conference? Yeah, that's still yet to be seen, but if anybody can do it, Charlie Pack will get it figured out.
Well, if Stock still plays the way he's come out playing today, they'll be able to play with anybody.
Yeah, D'Lo, I can guarantee you Charlie Pack's going to make sure that he pays for a bus fare or for gas for D'Lo's daughter to show up to every game if he's going to play like this with her in attendance.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Billups drives, kicks. Mickey Johnson goes up and throws it to no man's land over there in the corner, and going to be a turnover, KCU basketball. There you see Parker Watts down there at the end of the bench.
See, the ball was trying to find him, and he ain't even in the game, Darryl.
Hey, listen, he's got it like that. Parker Watts definitely, it's been a long time since I've seen a freshman come in and really not have any problem adjusting to the collegiate level. Xander Sarakasanis with a three-pointer. And the Redwoods want the timeout. The officials give it to them. KCU 47, Indiana East 41. We'll be right back.
Southside Buildings and Carports and Southside Shed Hunters of Louisa, Kentucky offers shed hauling services up to 16 by 52 long buildings. We also have lofted cabins, utility cabins, garages, man caves, she sheds that you can customize and order to your wants and needs with many different options such as workbenches, shelving, transom windows, and much more. You can go to the location or buy using 3D Builder's online order system. You can build right from your own home. We offer metal garages and carports that are built to any size and installed right on your property. For more info, call 304-928-0060 or 304-928-0062. Here at Southside Buildings and Carports, we've got you covered.
And we are here on the campus of Kentucky Christian University here as you see KCU, hold on one second here, we'll get it figured out here in just a second. Michael Shawn, grab it.
And now all the way.
Yeah, you see that camera right there? Yeah. Coming back the other way, here you see Billups. They'll swing it back around as shot up and no good. The big fella goes back up with it, and Indiana East. That was number 13, first time in the game, Terrell Jewell. And Charlie Pike's going to call a timeout.
We got a timeout.
As we'll stay here during this one.
30 seconds, timeout.
Guys, when you sit here, let's take a look again at my conference standings here at the River State. The River State Conference right now, you're midway, you're going into conference play here, and you're midway through the season. And, this game, as I mentioned, a lot of implications as we're going to take a look at the standings here. As IU East comes into this game, they are bottom of the conference at 2-6 in conference play, but they do got a win over KCU. And then KCU with 3-5, they are tied with West Virginia Tech, which they'll go up next Tuesday night to West Virginia Tech. So, hopefully get a game up on West Virginia Tech next week there. But there's what the standings look like. So now coming back out. It's going to be KCU basketball, 45 seconds on the clock. Stockstill gets the inbounds pass, kicks over to Sarah Casanis. Back to Rube. And Rube traveled. Oh, wow. They got away with a big. Oh! Are you kidding me? Markel Hood brings the house down and hurts a lot of feelings with that slam right there. We've seen that happen several times this year. Listen, he does not care about anybody's feelings. As you see, these fans have went wild. And,
that was great.
And they call it technical.
Wow.
What a play by Markel Hood.
Play of the year so far.
The team.
Posterized two of them, but
absolutely. Markel Hood making some Indiana East defenders famous. They'll be coming on a poster near you.
Yeah. Famous the way they didn't want to be famous, right?
Absolutely. Whew, what a dunk.
Well, that was a big call. They had a 8-point lead.
Now they sit on a 6-point advantage, and they have a chance to
achievement out here.
Cut it even closer here. And Coach Pack gives Markel Hood a break. He earned a break with that slam. And Markel Hood, what a night with that dunk, then joining the 1,000-point club. I mean, and this right here is what you love to see. This KCU, this is why if you're a young baller looking to choose a college, nice job by Billups. That's why you come here. You look at this fan base. I mean, insane atmosphere. The kids love it here. KCU, I suggest any player that earns an offer from KCU highly look at coming to play for Coach Charlie Pack, because these players have a great time here, and you get to play in front of an atmosphere like this, night in, night out. You can't beat that. So at the break, KCU leads 51-47. We'll come right back in just a moment as we will return on the Food Fair halftime show, and we'll get you caught up on all the scoring from the first half. You're watching the D&D Sports Network.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
Welcome, everybody, back to Grayson, Kentucky, as you're watching the Food Fair Halftime Show with Michael Shawn and Darryl McCoy live on the D&D Sports Network. Leading in the first half for KCU, D'Angelo Stockstill, 17 points, 3 rebounds for the big fella down low. Markel Hood, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and a nasty block to boot. So big first half, big dunk, big block, and a 1,000-point career milestone as Markel Hood joins the 1,000-point club here in the first half. He's got 10 points and 5 rebounds at the break. Lamar Northerton has 9 points. Going over for Indiana East, Cole Henry leads the Red Wolves with 14 points. Mikey Johnson has 10 points. And Toby Billups with 8 points for the Red Wolves. So that's how things look. Let's take a second to thank our sponsors. Making today's game possible, we want to thank Michelle Wilhoit at State Farm in Grayson, Kentucky. Fired up with Smoking Jay's Barbecue in Cannonsburg. Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, Trace Hermanos Nunez. Also want to thank our good friends at Food Fair. 3 Rivers Medical Center, located in Louisa. And then we also want to thank Malone Funeral Home and United Motorsports for sponsoring tonight's action. Michael Shawn coming out in the second half here. KCU is going to have a 4-point cushion as Stockstill, nice drive by Stockstill, and they're going to get Cole Henry for the goaltend. Nice take there. Guys, hit that like and share button. Let everybody know that second half is off and running, and KCU, Indiana East, has a barn burner brewing here on D&D Sports.
Stockstill coming out like he let off, ain't he, Darryl?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Billups, they'll swing it over. And nice job. Nice cut. Watson got a nice feed there by Landers, but not able to convert. What a first half you guys got to see. Big plays, big moments, and a lot of fired up action brought to you courtesy of Smoking Jay's Barbecue. Smoking Jay's Barbecue is your sponsor for the second half. Smoking Jay's Barbecue has the best rib steaks, guaranteed best ribeye in the tri-state area. That's Smoking Jay's Barbecue in Boyd County.
Well, if you know Darryl, he likes his steaks. If he says that best ribeye in tri-state, it is.
Absolutely. What'd you say? It's the best one you've put in your mouth?
No, I didn't say nothing like that, sir.
The ribeye, you ate that ribeye.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep, Northerton.
It melts in your mouth, right?
Yep,
the ribeye, the buttery flavor of it.
They'll drive, kick it out, and Billups off the mark. Nice drive there.
And you got a whistle.
Nice rebound.
Yeah. And they're going to call a foul on Hood. Now, Hood, if I'm not mistaken, that's his third.
Number 35.
No, they're going to call his second. I know he had that technical earlier.
Yeah, I thought that was his third myself.
I did too. I think that may come back. I think he may have 3. They just may have it on the board wrong. They'll swing it down low as Billups trying to back Lloyd down. And Sarah Casanis comes out, defends back around to Billups. Pull up. 2 on the clock. Nice job. Lloyd sneaks in, gets the rebound, but Mikey Johnson had nowhere to go but up because there's only 2 left on the shot clock. There's Northerton. Nice up and under. And Northerton, $1 million move with a 10-cent finish.
Yeah, he usually finishes great.
And Landers pulls up and don't roll in. Hood with the rebound. That's Hood's 6th rebound of the game. And Lloyd, nice job. A lot of contact let go there.
Yeah. Darryl, these teams are so similar. 49% field goal shooting to 46, 68 free throw to 69, 34 3%, and 38 3%. I mean, they're so even across the board.
Stockstill kicks it to Lloyd. Lloyd guarded by Billups. Billups up there. He has baseline. Nice. What a move by Lloyd, but couldn't finish. And they're going to call a foul on Mikey Johnson.
On the play.
Yeah, this game is physical.
Very physical. It's not for the weak.
No, sir.
And we just got word for you guys that don't know yet, Lawrence County has canceled with Floyd Central, so Lawrence County Floyd Central will not be played tomorrow night. You hate to see that because you got a snow coming in, and if you can get games in, you want to go ahead and get them in, Michael Shawn.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to see that. We was doing that
nice job, Lloyd. Found stock still cutting there. They work on that a lot.
Yes.
Lloyd coming around. Yeah, we was supposed to do that game, and Landers off the mark. Rebound by Northerton. There comes Northerton. I expect a lot of games to get canceled this weekend as we got another snow coming in, and Stockstill gets the bucket. Give him 23 in the game so far.
He's playing tonight, D.
As I mentioned, it's because he's got his daughter in attendance. You see Stockstill going over there. They're going to take a timeout. Michael Shawn, we'll jump out with them. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Right now, get a new Kia Telluride with up to $4,500 off the sticker.
So why Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville?
Because when others won't, Walters will.
Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
We are back here in Grayson, Kentucky on the campus of Kentucky Christian University. Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy. You're watching College Hoops on the D&D Sports Network. This second half is brought to you courtesy of Smokin' Jay's Barbecue, located in Cannonsburg in Boyd County. Michael Shawn has sit here and look at this big-time matchup here. As I mentioned, a lot of implications, on this game is, they're starting to fight for playoff seeding now. Billups gets it in. Watson, they'll hand it back over to Landers, over to Billups. Billups, he's got Lloyd on him. They'll get it down low to Cohenry. Cohenry's been the biggest part of the offense for the Red Wolves here tonight. Nice drive. No good. Landers goes up with it. Rebound, put back, good. And they cut it back to single digits. 8-point lead right now for the Knights.
Yeah, great rebound by him.
Yep. Lloyd gets it in to Stockstill. Stockstill pounding it down low. He's going to kick it back out to Markel Hood. Markel Hood off the mark.
We got a foul on number 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's physical as they've been playing, D. I didn't.
His first.
That was a play on, I thought.
Whitey Little says he's tuning in. Said good game. I agree, Whitey. We got a lot of good games on D&D. Northerton off the mark. Tobert with the rebound. Tonight, as soon as we get done watching this one, Michael Shawn, we're going to pull off somewhere. We're going to watch the Letcher Central not Central game over on D&D's main page. Big 53rd District matchup. Tobert loses a foot, and good defense by Sarah Casanis.
Stepped on that line, Darryl.
Rube coming in.
Reggie.
He'll give.
Last time we was here, you made them put the game on the restaurant at the Mexican place, and people didn't even know who it was.
No, Trace Hermanos Nunez. That's where we'll be watching Letcher Central, not Central. Up next, Rube. They'll swing it back over. Lloyd hands off to Sarah Casanis. Back over to Lloyd. Stockstill calling for it out front. Gets it to Hood. Hood with it out top. Hood goes straight down the pipe, floater up, and good. Nice touch by Markel Hood. Telling you, Markel Hood smoother than the other side of the pillow. Yeah, nice job there by Mikey Johnson. Now, here comes Lloyd. Lloyd pushing at every chance he gets. Lloyd goes in, tough take, and Jeremiah Lloyd has a chance for an old-fashioned Three Guys Pizza and Brew 3-point play opportunity.
We love the way he plays, don't we, D?
Absolutely.
Sayers back in for the Knights.
Fans getting into it, Darryl. I love that.
As I mentioned, at the end of the first half, listen, if you're a kid and you get an offer from KCU, I highly suggest you think long and hard about taking that offer. The atmosphere, the campus, the administration, everything here at KCU is student friendly. And, if you're a parent, you definitely feel safe having your kid down here in Grayson. Tobert goes up off the mark, put back good by Tobert. And Tobert right now just playing big boy basketball.
Not being denied.
Nope, here comes Hood. Hood working on Landers. They'll swing it over. Sarah Casanis, he's going to let it fly. In and out. Saya with the rebound. Saya gets it back to Lloyd. Lloyd drives. And they're going to call a foul.
Whistle.
As Lloyd's going to go back to the line. That's his second trip in second trip to the charity stripe in as many trips down the floor. They're going to call a timeout. They take one. We will too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
5 times is a charm. Congratulations to the awesome team at Precision Heating, Cooling, Electrical for earning its 5th National Best of the Best Award for customer satisfaction, the only HVAC company in West Virginia to earn our award for 5 straight years. If you need heating, cooling, electrical work, a fantastic generator, residential or commercial, done right at a fair price by honest experts, remember the name, Precision Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Visit PreciseHeatingCooling.com for an appointment. Precision, the best of the best, again.
And we are back here on the campus of Kentucky Christian University. Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call. We sitting here, Chapmanville, Taze Valley. Taze Valley leads Chapmanville 10-2 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. As I'm trying to keep an eye on that game, we'll try to keep you updated. We also, as I mentioned, we'll have Belfry and Williamson Middle School action going on tonight.
Wow, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, for anybody, it's a long-time rivalry.
Long time, huge rivalry.
Yep.
If you don't know about Williamson Belfry, then you've not lived in our area long.
Absolutely not. Long-time rivals. Then we'll have that one that's going to be played at the high school. Look over there. You got Todd Maynard and Sadie Johnson, or Sadie Maynard. Sadie, Michael Shawn, is the 3rd grader that picked up an offer from KCU this offseason.
Yeah, we heard about that. Then they done a big piece of ESPN done a thing on her.
Yep.
They just moved over to her and done a 35, 45-minute segment on the young lady.
Yeah, 45-second.
Yeah, it tells you how special she's going to be, Darryl.
Oh, yeah. The young lady out here shooting, she does warm-ups with the KCU night team. She gives them water. She's their water girl manager. Shot up, no good. Sarah Casanis grabs the rebound. He'll kick it out to Lloyd. Here comes Lloyd on the break. Lloyd, nice, in and out. Lloyd kicks it to the corner. Roog off the mark.
Great pass, though, Darryl.
Now, here comes Cole Henry. I like this Cole Henry kid. He can play. The baseline drive cut off there by Moore. Moore to Henry. Henry sinks it! Cole Henry. So,
big needed 3.
Absolutely.
He's seen enough. Stockstill coming back in.
You're going to give Markel Hood a break. Also going to bring Ashton Johnson back in for the Red Wolves as KCU leads 64-56. 8-point lead right now for the Knights over the Red Wolves. Lloyd going to walk it up. He's going to be picked up by Moore. Moore forces out of his hands, gets a Stockstill. Stockstill trying to turn the corner. Good defense. Roog. Nice cut. Sarah Casanis loses the basketball, and Landers, he's going to get it up floor, and there's Lloyd, makes up for it. Here comes Stockstill. Stockstill over to Sarah Casanis. Nice job by Sarah Casanis, finishing on the opposite side of the rim.
Great pass by Stockstill, too.
They'll swing it back around. And Landers kicks it out to Moore. Moore lets it fly, no good. Stockstill with the rebound. And they're going to call a foul. Now, I thought that was a weak call there, but listen, the officials closer than we are, and they've done a good job this game. So I'm not going to question him on it, but from our aspect, it looks like that Stockstill, he just ran it back into Stockstill.
Yeah, I thought they was both going for the ball.
And credit Landers, Jeremiah Landers. I thought he done a little Hollywood job there, a little acting job, and forced the official to make that call. Either way, it pays off. Redwood ball under the basket. As you see Coach Hester over there looking ahead.
You can tell this game means a lot, Darryl. These guys are playing.
Nice take there. And a foul's going to be called. Since they call it on Northerton or Stockstill on Northerton.
Correction number 2.
Well, they called it on Saya, but I think it was on Northerton.
I thought it was on Northerton the second, too.
Jewel at the line.
That's Darryl Jewell misses the first free throw.
Well, you know what they say about that, Darryl. The first missed free throw.
Yeah, ball don't lie.
Yes.
As you see Stockstill and Henry out there, they're having, you can see both teams officials having to separate them. And listen, as long as they're giving that kind of effort boxing out, both coaches will be okay with that.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're getting fit. It means a lot to these guys.
Yep, and shot up and good as 66-57. So 9-point lead right now for the Knights. Northerton, he's going to be guarded by Moore. Moore gets out to Saya, back to Northerton. Northerton left his feet, gets it Stockstill. Saya back over to Northerton as there's 10 on the shot clock. Sarah Casanis drives baseline, gets blocked by Henry, and Henry gets the Red Wolves back out on the run here as you're going to see Tobert with the ball out top. Tobert trying to get downhill, and nice job by Northerton digging down, stripping that away. Jewell hanging and banging down low. The big fella gets the bucket, and we're have a 7-point ball game here on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
Nice take with the contact.
Nice screen out top by Stockstill, Northerton, and nice tip there. Sarah Casanis off the mark. Austin Johnson grabs the rebound. Here comes Johnson and the Red Wolves on the take. Drive, kick, Henry. Nice take by Henry. And wow, very late called there. I'm not saying he didn't get fouled, but that was a late call.
Called that on Stockstill, I think. Yeah, it's his third.
Foul is on Stockstill. His third. At the line, shooting 2 shots.
D-Lo Stockstill's third. Henry misses that one. Lloyd and Hood coming back in for the Knights.
Yeah, Hood wasn't going to sit too long.
Sarah Casanis.
Casey, you playing a great game so far.
You can tell the home crowd not approving of the officiating, but I think the officiating, for the most part, they've done a solid job. The
Landers.
Anytime, listen, if an official can get, if they can get 80-85% correct, then you can't ask for better than that.
In a game this physical, no, you can't ask no better than that.
There's Lloyd looking for Saya, gets it Stockstill at that high post, back over to Lloyd. Lloyd swings it out top to Northerton, and there's 10 on the clock. No good. Joel gets the rebound. He hands it over to Johnson. Here comes Johnson on the push. Johnson, nice little hesitation dribble. He'll hand it off to Moore. Moore, he's going to drive, rises up. No good.
Nice rebound by Northerton.
And Hood gets it back over to Northerton. Back to Lloyd. Look here, and Lloyd hands it to Markel Hood. Markel Hood shakes, bakes, kicks it back out to Lloyd. Lloyd, he's going to spin. Nice shot by Lloyd, and he forced that shot, but, still a clean look. But, Charlie Pacos are ones that, you kind of wish you could take back.
Yeah.
You won't find a bigger fan than Jeremiah Lloyd than myself, Michael Shawn. That young man,
we know that.
He is one of the quickest point guards in all the River State Conference. Big matchup nightmare. He's the cog that makes this KCU motor go. And
Landers for the bucket.
He's a floor general, Darryl.
He is. Not a selfish bone in him. Markel Hood headed in with bad intentions on that play. You better foul Markel Hood before he takes flight, because you have a very good chance of getting embarrassed if that young man gets to leave his feet.
Yeah, he thought he got some contact on that one, I believe.
Now swinging in the Stockstill. Mono Imano on the block. They'll call a foul on Joel.
Hook.
Guys, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up here as you're watching River State Conference action here on the D&D Sports Network Thursday Night Hoops.
Darryl, 66-56 just a minute ago. 4-point game.
Now swing it back out to Northerton. Northerton over to Lloyd. Lloyd working out top. Nice take by Lloyd. He loses it, though. Big stop for the Red Wolves. It's a 4-point game here. Red Wolves have a chance to cut this to a one-possession ball game with a bucket here.
It's a big take. Big possession right here for the Red Wolves.
Ashton Johnson, he's working on Northerton. Johnson turns the corner, kicks it out to Tobert. Tobert right back out. More. Nothing but air on that one.
The fans said it got a little breezy over here, Darryl.
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear at the beginning of the game, Parker Watts out for the season. Suffered a season-ending injury in practice, trying to make a defensive play.
And we got a whistle.
And there's a whistle. You see Parker Watts over there with his crutches. You hate to see that, Michael Shawn, as you see him laid back there cheering on his teammates, and such a spectacular young man.
Yeah, he's an all-around guy. He's really brought it on here in the last month, Darryl. Scoring at will, playing great defense. Hate to see that for the young guy.
Absolutely, as you see him in a four-leg brace there. Parker was having no problem adjusting to the collegiate level as the young man took it by the horns and was having a sensational freshman season. Yeah. And, sometimes the ball don't bounce your way, and, hopefully, I've seen a big improvement from Parker on the defensive end, too. So, fitting he hurt it trying to play defense, And, you would think as much as he stays in the air with them high-flying, rim-rocking dunks, that would be the way if he ever got hurt. But, nah, he hurt it playing defense, and if you're a coach, hey, you hate to lose Parker Watts, but you love the effort.
Yeah, he'd play right now if they'd let him, Darryl. He loves the game of basketball.
He does, and as we mentioned, Sadie Maynard, the third grader, picked up an offer from KCU. You see her right there. ESPN has done a special on the young lady, and just a good kid, man. She's their water girl, their manager. She cleans the floor, cleans the bleachers after the game. I mean, she's the type of player that you want to recruit into your program no matter what. So, I guarantee you, it's money in the bank. Her basketball career is going to, it's going to pay off offering her that early. But either way, you're getting a tremendous addition to your locker room.
Yeah, Darryl, she's a class act, the young lady is. Very unselfish, very great to talk to.
Lloyd spins, goes up. Nice fadeaway jumper, Lloyd.
Lloyd, 1-2.
He says something stinks around here, and that's my jumper. What a take there by the Landers. And they cut it back to a 4-point ball game. Lloyd.
Good game.
Gets it in the stock still. Stockstill, nice cut by Hood. And blocked. Here comes the Red Wolves on the break. Gives it to the trailer. Moore right back. Landers for three. He's off the mark. Lloyd got hit hard off that rebound there.
Yeah.
And
Landers is a big guy, Darryl.
Yeah. So they're in the bonus.
Landers, his second.
Landers nothing but muscle. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not one you want to run into.
No.
So guys, make sure you hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up for the Knights. As
we'll be shooting.
D&D Sports Network is your home for KCU hoops, guys. KCU athletics. We appreciate AD David Manning and our friend Ben. Ben and Mr. Manning are two of the best ADs in the business in the River State Conference, and we appreciate their partnership with D&D Sports Network.
Great guys.
Yep.
Always good to the D&D crew.
Number one, Kucinich is back in. Replacing Sayas.
Coming back out. Guys, make sure if you're tuning in, make sure you follow us on all of our social media networks, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. You see lobbing it down to Cole Henry. Cole Henry, that's who you want taking shots for you. The young man can flat shoot the lights out of it. And tell you, Caleb Moore off the mark there. Young man, his shot's just a little off today. Neither one has come close to the rim. It's just, I think he's shooting too far out right now, and it's causing him to end up short. But you can tell, I watched him during warm-ups. Kid can flat shoot the rock. He's just not getting the looks that he wants in gameplay.
Yeah, he was shooting him, like you said before the game, he was hitting a lot of threes.
Yeah, so we sat here during this timeout. 70-64 is the score. Let's thank our sponsors: Trace Hermanos Nunez, Michelle Wilhoit, State Farm in Grayson, Kentucky, proud supporter of the KCU Knights and all Mountain athletes. Fired up with Smokin' Jay's Barbecue, located in Cannonsburg. Hit them up, the best steak in the Tri-State area. Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy. Hit them up for all your pharmaceutical needs. Food Fair, located right across from KCU campus. Three Rivers Medical Center in Louisa. Malone Funeral Home, and United Motorsports. I also want to thank our friends at Bruce Walters Ford and Punk's Tire for sponsoring tonight's action. Here comes Markel Hood. Working on him out top, gets it to Lloyd. Lloyd, nice cut. Saya hands it to Stockstill. Stockstill got it sent packing. Nice block here by the Red Wolves. Lobbed up, and Cole Henry showing off his pilot license as he takes flight for the alley-oop finish.
Henry.
Throw it down, big fella. Woo!
And you see Lloyd. Right now, Red Wolves picking up a little momentum here. They kick it to the corner. Northerton goes up off the glass. Nice shot by Lamar Northerton the second.
I love them using the glass there.
And right there, you'd like to, off a dunk like that from Cole Henry, you'd like to see them, you'd love to see them use that to gain a little momentum here. Cole Henry fighting with Sarah Casanis, and great job, Sarah Casanis, forcing them into an error there. And I tell you guys, if you've not seen this Cole Henry kid play for IU East, this kid is a player.
PT Pier, right there.
Absolutely. It reminds me a lot of a young man that ended up playing at UPike a couple years ago. Nice job by Stockstill. Stockstill, that's his 25th point of the night. But young man played for UPike a few years ago and then ended up playing ball overseas. Josh DeToit is who he reminds me of, Cole Henry. Northerton got hammered on that one as.
And we got a whistle.
Yeah, he got hit hard, dude.
Yeah, Northerton, he'll go to the line here. Chance to get a couple easy ones here at the charity stripe.
I love the motor on Northington.
Absolutely. Northerton step to the free throw line here.
Johnson on the foul. Northington will be at the line.
So, guys, don't forget, D&D Sports Network has Chapmanville's Tay Valley over on our pay-per-view channel. Then we got Belfry Williamson on D&D Mountain Elite tonight, and we also got 53rd District Boy-Girl doubleheader, Letcher Central versus Knott Central, over on the D&D Sports main page. Right here we got the KCU Knights versus IU East, and KCU takes the 10-point lead with 7 minutes to go.
6-0 run.
Tobert backing Hood down. Nice job by Tobert. Wow, they called a block there.
Coach Pat cannot believe it.
Yeah, that's going to be Markel Hood, and Markel Hood is speechless. As Markel Hood was set up way before that, but the official may have seen something we didn't.
I love this fan base.
Yeah, these fans, you see them here, the baseball team, football team, bass fishing, track team, they are all in the house cheering on the Knights here in this big-time conference action. They kick it out to Johnson. Johnson tries to go baseline, kicks it back out. Tobert for three. Tobert off the mark. And they're going to call offensive foul. They're going to say Jewell pushed off on the rebound there, and they'll call that an offensive foul. I'll call it a makeup call.
Yeah, Sarah Cassana stood his ground there. And he's going to go to the line for it.
Yeah, he'll have a chance to add a couple to the lead here. It's a 10-point lead for KCU right now on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. 76-66.
1+.
First one up and good.
And give him another one.
You got 4 players in double figures. Sarah Casanis going for his 9th right here, Darryl. They spread the ball around today for sure.
They have, and that's what you need. You lose a guy like Parker Watts, you gotta have scoring by committee. You gotta have everybody chipping in to make up for the loss of that spectacular young man. There's Johnson. Johnson now kick it out to Jewell. Jewell swings it over. Landers back out to Tobert. Tobert wide open, top of the key three. Nothing but nylon on that one.
Corner.
I like this Tobert kid. Got a good looking frame on him.
Yeah. If I told you Parker Watts wasn't playing, Markel Hood had 12 points with 6 to go in the game, and is up by 9, would you believe me?
No, absolutely. The tremendous job by the supporting cast.
Yes, sir.
Lloyd drives out. Sarah Casanis off the mark. Stockstill with the rebound. He'll kick it to Northerton. And there's Markel Hood. Nice. Great job by Hood maneuvering his way through traffic there.
He gets what he wants, don't he, Darryl?
Yeah, he absolutely does.
And you got a whistle?
A lot of whistles this half for up here, for sure.
Northington on the foul.
As you see Johnson inbounds it to Shows. Shows gets it over to Landers, down to Henry. Henry turns around, hook shot, good. And he's going to have a chance at a M1 finish here. Old-fashioned 3 guys pizza and brew, 3-point play opportunity.
I like that. Put him down low with Sarah Casanis on him there. That was a good play.
Sharon and William Hodge tuning in. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Hit that like and share button, folks. Get these numbers up as Henry converts on the 3-point play opportunity, and that's Henry's 23rd point of the game. They kick it back out as Lloyd, nice cut, and he found Sarah Casanis there cutting, but Sarah Casanis wasn't able to hold on to it, but they're going to say a Red Wolf touched it on its way out.
White ball underneath.
Right now they need IU East needs a stop here. They'll get it out to Stockstill. Stockstill over to Norderton. Back out, Lloyd for three. Sinks it! As Lloyd with a healthy-looking jumper there. And right back at you, Landers converts on the jumper, and it's a 9-point ball game.
Yeah, 5:08 to go.
Yeah, they'll swing it back over. Oh, what a dart. Northington goes in. Nice attack to the rim there by Lamar Northington, but even nicer pass by Jeremiah Lloyd.
Great pass.
Yeah, Tobert off the mark. And Markel Hood out there fakes the handoff as Lloyd goes the other side of the rim, gets blocked. And they're going to call a timeout on the floor. They'll call a timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
And we're back here at Kentucky Christian University as Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call as KCU leads 85-74 with 4:39 to go here in the second half. Michael Shawn, it's been the D'Angelo D-Low Stockstill game as he has 25 points to lead all scorers as the big fella has dominated the paint tonight.
Yeah, you look at that, Darryl. Markel Hood with 14, like we say, Parker Watts not playing, and they evenly scoring from KCU. They've done a great job today to help Hood out for sure.
They absolutely have. As you sit here and look, Charlie Pack trying to pass on the game plan here, trying to finish out these final 4:39 and get out of here with the win. As I mentioned, this is a huge win, a lot of postseason implications on this game here. Michael Shawn, as right now, I think the bottom two in each conference doesn't make the postseason from my understanding of it. So KCU's right on that border, so they need to stack these wins up down the stretch.
Yeah, this is huge then.
Jeremiah Lloyd stepping to the line, shooting 2 shots. First one up and good.
KCU has to play their style of ball, Darryl, till the end of this. Don't let Indiana East back into this game.
Yeah.
Harder said than done, but that's what my game plan would be.
If you're IU East, you got to find number 8 on the floor at all times. And, here in the second half, Cole Henry hasn't touched it near enough. They'll drive it, kick it out. There's Landers. Nice take by Landers. Goes up. Markel Hood showing good sportsmanship, helping Landers up.
That's why we like Hood right there.
Yeah, he's a spectacular young man on and off the floor. Lloyd, he's working out top on Johnson. Back over to Lloyd. Lloyd thought about firing. Fade away. That's a shot. He says, don't call that parquet. That's straight butter, Michael Shawn.
Yes, sir. He looked over at Coach and said, I got you, Coach.
I'm telling you right now, Jeremiah Lloyd, guys, every coach that, wants a point guard like Jeremiah Lloyd. He's a kid not selfish. He's a floor general, plays both ends of the floor. Very crafty guard. They love everything about Lloyd's game.
Yeah, he's got 19 points and probably 8 assists.
Yeah, Landers sinks that one. As I mentioned, packed out crowd here tonight for this big time matchup over here on our end. They've had a lot of IU East fans have started to leave the building. A lot of IU East brought a good fan base with them.
They did, Darryl.
That far side over there behind their bench starting to empty out, but it's These boys, no reason to hang your head. These boys have come out and they played a good ball game. Nice job by Lloyd. Drive, kick, extra ball movement. Sinks it! Sarah Casanis nails the three-point bomb, giving KCU the 92-76 lead. Cole Henry, you see how high he got up? Listen, there's no hope in blocking that jumper.
No.
Henry.
And right now, KCU's 8 points away from hitting a century mark.
Yeah, and in their last game a month ago, they lost to this team 103-95, like we said. They've come out and played great today, KCU has, both ends of the floor.
They have. They've held their home court here. They've held court on their home floor and able to have a healthy lead right now going into the final 3 minutes of play. Stephen Newsom says appreciate the write-up on Coach McCoy. We appreciate you sending the info, Steve. Hopefully you and the Boyd County Lions can get down here at the next KCU. They play Saturday. Hopefully y'all can bring the team up and cheer on the KCU Knights and allow Coach Pack to get used to that group, as I'm sure a lot of them kids will play next level basketball someday. They'll swing it back around. Shot up by Landers. Landers off the mark. Stockstill grabs the rebound, gets it to Northerton. Back over to Lloyd. Back to Stockstill. There's Hood. Hood in and out dribble, kicks it. Good ball movement, and Lloyd backs it out there.
I would have shot that.
I think you get that clean of a look. Listen, I get wanting to burn clock, but you get that clean of a look, you see, and now you ended up not even getting a shot up. That's why you always got to take that shot there. Especially, in the collegiate level, unless it gets down to like a minute and a half or, gets down to the final,
white ball.
35 seconds.
At the other end.
I think with the shot clock, you got to shoot open shots when you get them.
He was wide open.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you how unselfish the young man is.
Yeah. Here's Northerton. Northerton picked up by Austin Johnson. Stockstill gets it to Sarah Casanis. KCU trying to burn some clock here.
And they got a whistle.
That might be.
We got to work out a deal with one of these local restaurants. When KCU hits 100, they get a free appetizer or something.
Yeah.
Nice job by Henry. Good take. Cole Henry gets the bucket. Cuts it back to a 12-point ball game with 2:20 to go.
On the run.
He needs to get the ball more.
Here comes Markel Hood. Hood. Nice job by Cole Henry cutting off Hood's driving lane there. Northerton, 13 seconds, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Northerton drives baseline, drive, kick, and Lloyd lets it fly. Oh, yeah! Jeremiah Lloyd.
On fire.
Yes, he is. Or Jalen Lloyd. I don't know, got my names mixed up, but Jalen Lloyd right now, this Grayson Fire Department needs to come up here and put this fire out that is Jalen Lloyd.
Foul is on Hood. His fourth.
Yeah, Jaden that's first game he's had over 20 that I've watched him, right, Darryl? Lloyd?
No, I'd say he's probably.
Landers at the line.
He's probably, I don't know for
he's
certain.
Always
but
about 16, 18, I know. But
yeah, he's somewhere around that mark, but I'm sure he scored. I know he did. He led them at one game. I think it was West Virginia Tech, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he had 24 that game, I believe. Yeah. Good call, Darryl.
There's Landers sinks that one. 13-point ball game. Right now, fans hoping KCU hits the century mark as they are 5 points away from 100 points. They'll swing it back around to Jalen Lloyd. Lloyd picked up by Billups. Now KCU burning some clock here, and IU East content with allowing them to. Lloyd goes up, and Lloyd's going to go to the line.
And he got a whistle.
Man, the kid can play.
Absolutely. Jalen Lloyd. Right now, Michael Shawn sitting on 22 points for the game.
Henry.
Only to be outdid by D'Lo Stockstill.
Yeah, I'd like to see his vertical, man. He can jump. Yeah, he's probably the best point guard I've seen in this conference. We've seen what, seven teams so far. He's the best one of them all, I think.
I'll swing it around. Cole Henry. They'll kick it back out. Austin Johnson. Johnson goes up. Nice job by Johnson.
Nice take.
Nice header by Johnson.
Markel Hood. We're going to back it back out here, and he's working on Landers. Gets it back to Lloyd. 10 on the shot clock. Lloyd tells him back off. Looking a little high-low screen action here. Lloyd goes in, gets it Stockstill, and now Stockstill's going to go to the line, Michael Shawn.
Yeah.
Stockstill steps to the line. Misses that one. As Rube comes in for Northerton, and you're also going to have number 31 entering the game for KCU. That's Jordan Lawson.
For the Knights.
35 seconds on the clock. 12-point lead. Stockstill second one up and good. Gives Stockstill 26.
Sayers is in. Replacing Northington.
These fans still giving it to
absolutely. What a shot! Billups, this young man, I mean, he's also held ground as a point guard. He's been a really nice point guard for the Red Wolves, and he's got a chance at a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of rebounds this game.
Shooting 2.
And Billups converts the three-point play opportunity and cuts it to a 10-point ball game. Markel Hood, IU East showing a little full-court pressure here. Rug, he's going to drive, swings it. As
Drew Napier getting in the action there.
Yep, he's coming in off the bench as it looks like KCU
number 24
has the 10-point lead, and they're content with burning some clock out here and going home. Right now there's about a half-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Markel Hood goes in, misses it. Here comes the Red Wolves on the break. They'll kick it up. Mikey Johnson loses it out of bounds. Red Wolves will have the ball. 5 seconds to go. And Markel Hood down on the other end of the floor. This is not good news. This is not good news.
Lawson, number 31.
And
for the Knights.
Seeing number 25 come in the game. For KCU, that is Jaden Russell.
Also,
as Markel Hood going to limp his way to the bench.
In for the Knights.
They'll get it in. Nice shot there. No good. Lawson fights for the rebound. Mikey Johnson gets the bucket. And it's going to be KCU with the 8-point lead. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back and we'll have the
KCU 97.
We'll have the final stats, and we'll name the player of the game when we return. You're watching the D&D Sports Network.
There's a big hand. It was a great ball game out there when both teams played well. This will bring the at 3:30.
And as we wait for the post-game stats here, 97-89, and they're going to have a moment of silence
teams a safe journey as they
and a
go
word
back
of prayer.
to respective residents. Give both of these teams a big
There we
hand.
go. Big win by the KCU Knights here on the home floor at Houghton Court, getting a huge win in district play. So KCU will improve to 7-12 on the season, 4-5 in conference play, and IU East will drop to 10-11, a game under 500, and they will drop to 2-7 in conference play. So as we sit here, the Three Rivers Medical Center and Double Quick players of the game is going to go to Jalen Lloyd and D-Lo Stockstill, as the Stockstill here with 26 on the night, and Lloyd has 23 on the night, I think it was. So we're going to have Jeremiah Lloyd coming up, and he will do the Michelle Hoyt at State Farm post-game interview here. So we'll have Lloyd coming up in just a second here, as we'll have Michael Shawn get the stats. Here you go, Jalen. Have that. Now, guys, we're going to we're bringing on the Double Quick co-player of the game, Jalen Lloyd. Jaden Lloyd.
Yes,
Michael Shawn had Jalen on here. But Jaden, when you sit and look tonight, D-Lo, he started the game out. First coming into this game, Parker Watts out with an injury. Parker Watts has had a phenomenal freshman season, coming in, averaging, giving you 20+ a game, and had worked his way in the starting lineup, and then went down with an ankle injury. And, now Markel Hood, he's your primary scoring option. But tonight, if I would have told you Markel had 14 points and y'all was still able to get out here with a win, most people would have said, how'd that happen? But you and D-Lo stepped up hugely tonight, combining for over 50. Just talk about coming into this game with Parker's absence, what y'all knew you had to do.
Yeah, when you lose a guy like Parker Watts, he's a big part of the team, and just losing a guy like that really hurts, because he really started to grow, and you could tell on the court and off the court. He really just one of those guys that kind of struggled coming in, but as soon as he started trusting us and we started trusting him, you could really see how he was just flowing with the game. But scoring wise, we got plenty of guys to do that, believe it or not. Like number 2, Lamar Northington, he can really get to it. And D-Lo, he just been that guy. Yeah. He been that guy for us for the last 3 years. We all came in at the same time 3 years ago, me, him, and Free, and it's just a lot of trust that we have for each other and a lot of trust that we have for Coach Pack, and he trusts us and our abilities to do what we can do.
Well, this summer, Stockstill, every single time we come up here, he was in the gym. D-Lo was in the gym with Coach Pack, and you could really see him develop over this summer. Have you seen a big improvement in D-Lo's game from the summer till now?
Most definitely. D-Lo is just one of those guys that you call a gym rat. Yeah. This is what he lived for. This is what he do. And now with his daughter, this who he doing it for. And he really he loved to be in this gym every single day, whether or not we got practice or we don't. He want to be in the gym. So.
Well, his daughter was in the house, and him have a game like that tonight, I'm sure Coach Pack's going to be porking out gas money from here on out to make sure she's there, right?
Yeah. Him and his family, Don and his dad and his mom, them being at the games, you can really hear them. And them being here just brings us a lot of energy. So I really feel like they probably played a big part in his performance tonight. So.
Well, Jaden, I've said it many times, it's hard for me to imagine, that there's a better point guard in the River State Conference than you. You know, I mean, your quickness, you know, and you know, your jumper, you know, especially that fadeaway jumper from the free throw line there. I mean, it's money, you know, and you know, right now, you know, it seems like that you're playing the best ball of the season. You know, and there's not a selfish bone in you. You know, you come out, you try to get everybody going. You're doing what a point guard should. You're setting the table, letting everybody else eat, and then you're taking the scraps. But tonight, you know, you got all fat and sassy on scraps. As you know, you had a big game, part of our double quick co-players of the game. But you know, just talk about your mindset, you know, with these talent. You know, stepping up when you have to, but you know, making sure that everybody's happy.
Yeah, I mean, the way I grew up, it was really just playing defense and moving the ball for me. Like, growing up, high school, like 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, I really couldn't shoot like that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like, I probably couldn't buy a bucket if I wanted to. But it just shows, like, me just staying in the gym, trusting in God, just believing in my faith and believing in my work, and allowing it to come out on the court and just show what I could do.
Well, Jaden, you got a super fan in me. You know, I think I'm driving that fan bus. And, you know, I mean, right now, what's next for you guys?
Next game.
You got Brescia on Saturday at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, right now you're in one of them kind of must-win situations. Is, you know, it's coming down to conference play, and you know y'all got to continue stacking these wins heading into the postseason. Make sure you secure a spot there. You know, can you feel any? Is there weight on your shoulders, or are you guys just playing free and fun right now?
There's no weight on our shoulders. I mean, we've been in worse positions. As coach like to tell us a lot of times, don't never be too high, don't never be too low. Yep. Just keep it right there in the middle, and that's kind of where we at right now. We're still not even playing our best basketball. I mean, we still got a lot of work to do on the defensive end. We're moving the ball pretty well. We probably could do a little bit better, and you know, some of our shots not even falling the whole game. Yeah. So it's like we not playing our best basketball. We working our way to it. So by the time we get to that conference play, we'll be ready.
Last question for you. You know, when you look, it seems like this team has took a turn for the better since Christmas break. You know, it seems like, you know, this is a completely different team than we seen prior to Christmas break. You know, what happened during Christmas season that's making y'all, you know, gel like you are now?
I mean, we got kicked out of practice.
Yeah, there you go.
But, nah, I'm just playing. It just, when you go to a school like this where they go on break for like a month and a half, and it's really just you and your brothers out here working every single day, pushing each other. We had some guys go home, you know, because red shirt and stuff like that. But the guys that stayed, they pushed our starting five to the limits every single day. They worked. They tried to beat us whenever we was in our drills or in our scrimmages, and that really just allowed us to gel together, really bond together.
Well, Jaden, congratulations. Double quick co-players of the game, young man. You know, I look forward to seeing what you do for an encore on Saturday. Go celebrate with your team, and we'll see you back here in Grayson on Saturday.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, thanks, Jaden.
Yes, sir.
As Jaden Lloyd, the Michael Shawn, you got the final stats there? As we'll try to get the final stats here for you folks here in just a second. But, I mean, tremendous game for that young man as him and Stockstill shared co-player of the game, the honors there. As, you know, you could just hear, you know, he's stepping up being a leader. And as we are trying to get the stats for you folks here real quick, and we'll try to have them for you here in just a second. But, you know, going back to the interview, you can just tell, you know, I mean, something is clicking with him right now. And Jaden Lloyd's, you know, these players are feeding off their point guard's energy. You know, when you take a look, you know, I think he had 23 on the night. When you take a look, he turned it on there in the second half. You know, IU East done a good job once Stockstill, you know, come out in the second half. You know, he had 17 first half points. They cut him to 10 in the second half. But, you know, Lloyd, you know, he knew that he had to score. You know, Markel Hood, you know, they was focusing in, digging in on him, had their best defender on Hood, and Lloyd stepped up, played a big part in this win, you know, as we'll have the stats here in just a moment coming over. But, you know, this is KCU. You know, that win right there was huge for the Knights, as, you know, they dropped that ball game to IU East, you know, out in Indiana earlier in the season. So coming back, they knew they had to have this win, and they got to start stacking these wins heading into the postseason here. So, tonight, there was a lot of implications on the game, and the Knights took care of business. Charlie Pack had his team ready to play, come in with a game plan, and got out of here with the 97-89 win here. And let's see here. As we look, D'Lo Stockstill finished tonight with 26 points, 7 rebounds. Then Markel Hood had 14 points, 7 rebounds. Preston Saya with 7 points. And let's see here. Here we go. And Jaden Lloyd finished with 22 points and 6 rebounds on the night. He also had 4 assists on the game. So, just a complete game for Lloyd there. He also added a steal for good measure. And then going over for IU East, it was Cole Henry leading all scorers, with 27 points, 8 rebounds. Cole Henry, he come in here and put on a show. It just wasn't enough. Also had Jeremiah Landers with 19 points, and Mikey Johnson had 14 points. Toby Billets finished up double-digit scoring with 11 points. Kyle Tobert had 9 for the Red Wolves. So, Michael Shawn, this was just one of them games, man. KCU was clicking on all cylinders, and, they walk out of here with a big conference win.
Yeah, Darryl, as you say, KCU let them have 103 points a month ago, and to shut them down tonight to, 88, 89 points? Their defense, like I said, is getting better every game. 87 points.
Yeah, they're clicking, and you can tell. We talked to Jaden Lloyd there, during the Michelle Hoyt at State Farm postgame show, and it was Jaden Lloyd said that during Christmas break they got kicked out of practice, and said from that day on they've all come together and realized hey, they're here to do one thing, and that's win ball games. So,
well, you get kicked out of practice, that'll make you come together quick.
It will. KCU improves to 7-12 overall on the season. They are 4-5 in conference play as they inch closer to that 500 mark in conference. And then IU East, they will fall to 10-11 on the season and 2-7 in conference play. So, KCU will celebrate this win. They don't get long to celebrate, as they'll be back in action here on Saturday. So we want to see all you guys come out here to the Lusby Center and, just really back these Knights. These boys are playing good ball right now, and they want to see you come out and support them. So get out here to the Lusby Center on Saturday as KCU will take on Brescia right here in Grayson, Kentucky. And real quick, let's thank the people that made tonight's broadcast happen. Michelle Hoyt at State Farm in Grayson, Kentucky. Fired Up with Smokin' Jay's Barbecue in Cannonsburg. Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy. Tres Hermanos Nunez, best Mexican cuisine here in Grayson, Kentucky. Food Fair, located right across from the KCU campus and all throughout Eastern Kentucky, Southern West Virginia, and Southern Ohio. Also, Three Rivers Medical Center, Malone Funeral Home, United Motorsports, Punk's Tires, and Bruce Walters Ford. Michael Shawn, till next.